great way of you being able to have that connection with someone, share your ideas, because without that, you're very much sort of in your own headspace, you're doing your own thing. And I think what a lot of these young change makers are doing is they're very much on their own. And as we know, the whole idea of collaboration and working together, I always use the phrase collaboration is multiplication. And the reason I say that is because working together, we can achieve so much more. So around ConnectAID and the way that we work at ConnectAID, it's very much about working in sync with people. So I'm really hoping to hear some really great stories about the way in which we've been connecting with our mentors and the impact it's been having on our projects. So I'm very, very excited about that, as are the rest of the mentors. So thank you so much for joining us as well, mentors. Let's go ahead and get started on listening to what impact we've had.
I will introduce myself in a few words. My name is Leonie, I'm 17 years old, and it's thanks to Gaël that I had the chance to discover ConnectAID. I'm currently in high school in France, where I study a little bit of English, and I think this experience is perfect for me because I will be going to the United States this summer to improve my language skills. And starting to talk to people in English right now will help me a lot. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals are causes that touch me particularly. I'm being for a poor country. I'm Togolese at the beginning, and the poverty and the way people have to live with very little means and in very bad health are always touch me very. And the fact that our planet is being destroyed year after year is also very hard to see. And I think we can make things happen together. And using your voice in a network like ConnectAID can make a difference very. And I think I finished.
Leonie said she's going to the US to develop her English. You're going to develop it here too. I met Leonie for the first time in the week. And there she came, she spoke English. I know Farah has the same fears from Malaysia. This is a place where you don't have to fear, because we're going to all laugh at each other and we're all going to work together and we're going to lift each other up. Right? So this is the platform where that is going to happen. One thing I do want to ask, if you attend these meetings and if you don't have connection problems or you haven't shared with us, can you please switch your cameras on? Because this will build good rapport for people to get to know each other and connect with each other, right? So this is your space. I'm gonna make it all about you now. Ananya Cambodia is here, and I want her to introduce herself. I just want you to see the diversity and the different areas that's going to be addressed. Over to you, Ananya.
Hello everyone, I am Ananya Kamboj from India, and currently I'm giving my grade 12 final exams. So basically, I have my own initiative, Sports to Lead, which aims to help girls and women understand their rights and overcome gender inequality. So under Sports to Lead, I provide various workshops and awareness sessions and life skill trainings just to empower girls and help them to fight discrimination that they face. And so the program aims to bring light to various problems that the sports person in India face, which includes lack of infrastructure, lack of contacts, because then they're not able to play for the higher levels, then low wages they are provided, and the lack of popularity they face in India. So basically, I have been working for gender equality, women empowerment, and reduced inequalities.
Thank you. So that's our girly moment, gender equality. But I know Ananya is also very involved with the sport, right? So we're going to work together. Kellen needs to leave early, he asked, and he shared that earlier. So our next step is we're going to talk about our mentoring program. Now we have a program, and many of you, I think everybody here on this screen have been assigned a mentor, right? So the mentoring program is for you to know there's someone you can actually go back to and say, listen, I've done this video. Can you have a look, please? Or listen, my English is not good. Can you help me with this grammar thing? And I'm sure in your schools you can do that. But we are a team and we want to be tight and we want to be successful. We are actually investing in you to become world leaders. If you don't know it, like that's it. We want you to speak at world summits. We want your voices to be heard. That's why the name is Youth Voices. And no language or no fear or no color or no anything is going to stand in our way to let that happen for you. But who is this up to? Actually you.
So I just want to say we should keep up with the work we've been doing. I've seen a lot of work that has been going on ground. I think it's really amazing to see young youth, my fellow peers, engaging in such brainstorming activities. I think it's really great because it's rare nowadays to see young youths advocating towards a better planet. So I think it's really a great platform, and I hope to network, share ideas, opportunities, and many more.
All right, thank you, Osric. The next person who wanted to share, over to you. Okay, over to you, Farah.
Okay, so on Monday, I give a speech to my students in my school, which is in SMK Pulau Indah. So I choose SDG 17, climate action. And I was so happy to have the opportunity to speak on the stage, and it was an unforgettable moment for me. So the reason I choose SDG 17 is because climate change is for me is a very serious issue. And so when the presentation was over, my classmate came to me and asked about the climate change, and they want to know more about the climate change. So I can see they're interested to know more. And in my speech, I said that if we do nothing and just didn't take any action, Malaysia will be underwater by 2030. So their face was really shocked, and I think they never know about that. And so I think raising awareness, whether in public speak or in social media, is really important, because if not, maybe they have no awareness and carelessly take on this issue.
If it's your first time joining us today, we'd like to welcome you. And I can see Swed is here, and it's really great to see you. Your camera's on, so I can see you smiling at us, and it's great to have you. Would you like to introduce yourself, because it's the first time that we've met you today?
Yes, thank you. I'm Sued Ahmed, and I'm a language department student in Turkey. And it is a great honor to represent my country for me, this project. Thank you. Thank all of you.
Well, thank you. It's so great to have you with us here. I think this is a space where we can where we can work together. This mentorship program's very much in the early stages, but what I'm finding, Sueda and everyone, is that perhaps the more that we put into this, the more that we can get out. And myself and Kalan, we've met once. It was a great meeting that we had, but I came away knowing that Kalan, you know, he's got to find his ideas out. He's got to do a little bit of work in terms of actually where he wants to go with this project. And I think as a mentor, I think it's really important to give him the time to be able to come up with his ideas. He knows which SDGs he's really passionate about. He's extremely passionate about music and dance. You know, for me, that's going to be a learning and an area to learn with him as well, because, you know, I'm not professing to knowing everything about that sort of area, but I can certainly listen to him and I can guide him and I can guide his thoughts. So that's a very exciting experience for me working with Kalan. Sueda, do you have a mentor yet?
Oh.
Has Sueda been given a mentor?
I'm her mentor. Good morning. Good warm greetings from Turkey to all of you. I am her mentor.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, if I can come in there, Isa is Sueda's mentor from ConnectAID side. So Nabahat is her mentor at school,
right.
Or the coordinator, and Isa, she's with Isha, and it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Great, Kalan.
So,
if Kalan's perhaps able to share, perhaps he give us a little update.
Sorry?
If his connection's working. I think Kalan's connection's working. Sorry, please continue, Jasmine. Thank you.
All right. So Ava is from the UK, and before you play your video, Ava, can you just share your thoughts on the mentoring, how you connected with your ConnectAID mentor, and what your thoughts are about that, and then you can play a video. All right, over to you, Ava.
So hi, my name's Ava. I'm 12 years old, and I live in England. And with the ConnectAID program, my mentor Purvi ma'am has been helping me with my project and my advocacy for SDGs that I'm working on. I'm very passionate about SDG 4, 5, and 13. So that's quality education, gender equality, and climate action. And I'm very excited to be a part of this program. I have worked on various projects for SDGs since lockdown. I'm very passionate about SDGs 4, 5, and 13, which is quality education, gender equality, and climate action. So I had organised a book bank in my local shop, and during lockdown I did free English classes for children online, and more recently I have done a community plastic pledge board, and I also did a stall at school where I raised over £100 for SDG 5. So one of my more recent projects is my plastic pledge board, which supported SDG 13 climate action. So the plastic pledge board was this big cardboard plastic bottle shaped board I'd made, and I also made a poster telling people how single-use plastic was bad for the environment, and I encouraged people at a community event. I had lots of slips of paper, and I encouraged them to sign up a plastic pledge and to promise to stop using single-use plastic, or just to stop using a part of single-use plastic, or even to just reduce the amount, because every little change mattered. if you reduce the amount of plastic you use, that still makes a big impact. So that's what I try to do with my plastic pledge board, and I got about 25 plastic pledges, and then because it was windy some fell off, but yeah. So one of my projects is my book bank, which supports SDG 4, quality education. So I was reading a news article which said that there were 40,000 children in the UK who didn't own their own book. And then when I was in the shop, I saw our food bank. And that inspired me because I thought, why don't we have something like this, but instead of for food, we have it for books. So I emailed my local community champion to ask if we could have a book bank where children could take books and bring their old books. And she loved the idea. So we set it up, and all children were free to just come and take a book that they like. And the idea was that all children in our local area would be able to own their own book even if they couldn't afford it. It was also a great place for unwanted books to go, as it would go to help someone who would like a book. So my English classes were another project for SDG 4. It was during lockdown that I started these English classes. I did them over the weekends for children from year 1 to year 4, although I did have some year 5s as well. Most of them were from the UK and Ireland, but there are a few from India as well. And I just made PowerPoints and I taught them English because I love English and I wanted to teach them too. So I taught them English lessons. We worked on a lot of creative writing and poetry and that sort of stuff. And it was a really good experience. I know that I helped them with their English, and I also really enjoyed helping them. So another recent project that I did in February was my stall to raise money for SDG 5 gender equality. So I, with the help of my friends, organised a stall where we sold lots of handmade items, and we also did a raffle with environmentally friendly things. And we raised over £100, I think it was £110. We raised, and that money went to support girls who lived in slums to run evening classes for them. So I know that had a direct impact on them, as I helped fund their evening classes. And I just got inspired by that because I've always been interested in education and gender equality, and then when I saw this project, I thought that I wanted to do a fundraiser for it, and I thought, oh, I can do a stall in school. And it was really successful because we got £110, so that was actually great.
Thank you so much, Ava. We're going to have some Q&A at the end, and there's going to be opportunities for you to think about other types of fundraising that we do for ConnectAID. So thank you so much. You are so bold, and I've known you for a few years, and I think every drop counts today when it comes to putting yourself out there. You are so young. You are doing better than most of the adults are doing that are crazy about SDGs and stuff. So well done. Can we just give a reaction and say well done to her? Well done. Well done, Ava. So our next person we're gonna ask to say something is Lilita. Lilita, would you like, you don't have to switch your camera on. I know you've got low bandwidth because I'm in South Africa with you. Would you like to share your experience with Ms. Arista on the mentoring program? What did you think about it? How is it going to empower you? Do you think you like the program? Over to you, Lilita. Lita, are you there? Well, we have connection problems all over Africa, and especially in India this morning. People are coming in and out. So, okay, Lalita, whenever you're ready, I would like you to share, because I am very excited about what you've been doing with Miss Arista. So we also have a student that's absent today, and she actually shared her thing via WhatsApp with me this morning because there's no connection in India. She said that she is creating, she's making videos, interviewing students about her project across a few age groups. Lolita's the one to report back on that, and I'm so excited about it because now we are going into having connections with people and their challenges about sustainability and being able to survive. And this is what this program is about. This is what ConnectAID is about, making an impact and changing situations and the lives of kids and people around the world. So I think we have actually covered everyone that is here. Callan's got connection problems. Now we've also got Ananya here, and we have Shifana here, and we have Kauri here. If you feel you want to contribute, because I know all three of you have not been able to meet with your mentors due to other unforeseen circumstances, if you would like to tell us something about your own projects you're running at the moment, that would be great. Just raise your hands if you are able to do that. Right? We are looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen. There's no raised hands at the moment. But for now, before we ask more of our mentors to speak, over to you, Tim, if you would like to contribute.
Yeah, I mean, I get a few questions and comments from the mentors about, you know, what ways can we actually guide our youth voices. And I think it's very much a case of just meeting up with these youth voices and spending time with them. One thing I would advise is to get onto the platform, get onto the network at ConnectAID, have a look through some of our stories, because if you were to go, let's say your passion's around SDG 3, or if you've got a passion around SDG 6, whatever, you can actually search on the website through the particular causes that you're passionate about, and it connects you to a story and to an NGO, and you can read about that, and then perhaps you could find a way in which what you're doing in your locality can have an effect on driving eyes and feelings towards that particular NGO. I think that's one thing that we set out with the Academy and with the Youth Voices, is to try and get you guys mobilized so that we can get, we all want to do good, don't we? So by getting more people onto the platform and onto the network, I think it'll be really, really positive. And if you think about it, that's a measurable impact as well. How many people have I been able to get onto a solidarity network? It's measurable, and I think it's a good way of showing that whatever you're doing and the time you're spending is having a really positive reaction. So I would advise that personally, but we are also not, like we've said before, we're not telling you what to do. It'd be great to start having some real, showing some real impacts in the work that we're doing, and sharing it back and celebrating it, because that was incredible, Ava. We were really impressed with that.
Yes, thank you, Tim. The other thing I want to also emphasize is that the mentors will be meeting with their mentees as time permits. And we all know that the requirement is at least once a month, right? Now, Janelle and Ava has completed projects, but Janelle is so ambitious, she'll also be working alongside Joshua on a project, because Janelle's in the primary school in their school, and Joshua's in the secondary school. This is about impact. This is not about how many times you meet. it's about action, taking action. So Ava and Janelle, and I think Ananya, I'm always checking your profiles, your projects, Joshua, Reese, all people of impact. And this is what we need to do, is have impact. You come onto this platform and we allow you to make mistakes because you, like Ava, is doing better than some of the adults are doing. Like personally, I'm going to point to myself. She raised 300 UK pounds, right? What have I raised? So this is about you and empowering you. We might have the ideas, but let's measure our actions compared to what you're doing. And you put us to shame. Some of us to shame, all right? And that's important for me, because coming here is not saying, okay, come have a perfect presentation. I believe in you. We believe in you. And that's why we're taking time out to mentor you. And I know great things are going to come from this. I know the potential. So, all right, I'm going to hand over to Ms. Gail, the CEO of ConnectAID. Let's welcome her and listen to what she has to say. And if there's any other questions, please put it in the chat or raise your hand if you feel you still would like to contribute to this discussion.
Hi, everyone. I'm Gaëlle Mowgli, the founder of ConnectAID. I'm sure you know me by now. I would like to use this opportunity to thank Jasmine for all the work that she's doing. She's absolutely amazing. She's got something when she speaks to you guys, you can see in her eyes, like she has stars, and she's just amazing with children. And I hope you realize how lucky you are to have people like Jasmine, like Tim, that are dedicating their time voluntarily to spend with you and to do something good for the world. And so I would like to say something about to tell you about something that we are going to do as ConnectAID. So I'm going to share my screen and show you some pictures, because it's always better to see. All right. So those are the children that live in the Jaipur train station. Jaipur is a city in India where it's a very, very big city. And I don't know if you guys know, but 1 in 10 every 10 minutes in India, one child goes missing. Every 10 minutes, one child goes missing, and only half of them are found. There are many children who end up going to the train stations and because they have nowhere to go, and they end up living there, begging for living. And I'm going to show you more pictures. Which those are the children that are there. So one of our NGOs, which is called FXB India Suraksha, is helping them and created a daycare center which is the only place where they can eat, they can rest, they can have access to a doctor. If they don't have a family, then they are put in touch with social services, and then they enter the system to leave the streets, because if there's so many of those children who end up caught in prostitution. There are some really, really bad stories of some children ending being trafficked and so on. Why am I telling you this story? It's because this project is very, very important to us. And this NGO, FXB India Suraksha, is doing amazing things with not only with the street children. They also have projects to help families get out of the circle of poverty. Amazing projects all around India. And they are very impactful, but they are not, they don't have funds to spend on communication. They don't have funds to, they don't have anyone that to show the kind of impact that they're doing. So we are going there over the summer. I will go there, Pablo will go there with his camera, Tanya will come along, and we are going to meet those children. We're going to help this NGO communicate about what they do so that they can have more impact. We are going to train this NGO in communication so that they can raise more funds afterwards. What we're doing is necessary. And so those are the kids that the ones that you see here, those are the kids we're going to spend time with. Pablo is going there for a month. Pablo will be actually, we'll show you videos, but he's a magician. So he will film those children, but he will also do magic tricks. And so imagine the smiles on the faces of those kids. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Now, stopping that screen. Can you see the Globe Dreamers, Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So we need your help. We need your help because we're fundraising for this this humanitarian mission to India. As you know, we're not an organization that makes people pay for their trainings, for their everything is free. So we don't. Everything is self-funded. We need your help so that we can do our best to help those children. We're going to share with you a link, and if you could help with to do some fundraising for this platform, that would be so incredible. What are our objectives? We will support street children and poverty reduction projects. We will conduct communication trainings at the local NGO. We will bring computers and eventually phones to the NGO, to the families, and we will provide long-term support to the organization. I was just chatting with Ananya that is here, and I just found out that Ananya lives really close to Delhi. And so Ananya is going to help us with this crowdfunding project, and we will meet. Is there anyone else? I'm going to put the gallery. Is there anyone else who lives close by to Jaipur, Delhi, or Assam in India? Beside Ananya. Now you do, Erva? Where do you?
I live in England, but we're going to India in August. We're going to be in Delhi in August.
Wow, is it in New Delhi, near New Delhi?
Yeah.
Cool. So Ananya, Eva, and we'll see. We'll ask around who is in India this summer. But I would love to meet with you guys. Maybe we can have a snack, a little party together, and then we'll share photos and so guys, if you can help with this crowdfunding platform, that would be amazing. This is of course not mandatory, but now that that you've seen who we're talking about, I'm sure that your heart will feel that you want to be involved. What I'm offering you is to take you along. Take you along. Of course, we can't pay for your plane tickets. Sweda, I'm sure you would love to come along with us in India, but I'm going to take you virtually. We're going to share videos, we're going to share photos. Next time we meet, we'll tell you all about this trip, and so this is your crowdfunding, this is your humanitarian mission to India, again, thank you so much for being part of ConnectAID. Thank you so much to your mentors, and I will see you very soon, and again we'll take you along to India.
Thank you so much, Gail. Gauri, you raised your hand. Did you want to say something?
I only want to say I also live in Delhi only, so.
Brilliant. You can meet up with Ms. Gail in Delhi. Yeah, she has been asking, so I've got a few other names here as well. So you can have your party and meet up and do that. And the link is in the chat if you feel like supporting this project. Ava is actually the founder of Young Change Makers in the UK, doing wonderful work. And all I can say as we come to the end of our session is, this is about you. And whatever you can manage, you contribute to. And we are here to empower you, to upskill you, to guide you, and to appreciate you. We are open to you failing, because we are here where we are because we learned from our failures. So I don't want you to feel, oh, I can't say anything, I might speak wrong, my PowerPoint is not good enough. We got you mentors, very good mentors. So Suzanne will be staying in the meeting, Tim and Gail, if you don't mind not closing the meeting. Suzanne, your one mentee unfortunately has got an appointment,
Yes.
extracurricular class, but Faiz will stay back. Faiz is delightful, very techy, and we've got such a wealth of talent here amongst our youth voices. Our youth voices, we will be informing you when is our next session, but at the moment you're in the most powerful sessions because you're connecting one-on-one with people who have experience of this. And like we all said, a mentor is there to guide, to motivate, and to inspire. Sauda, your mentor's not here, but you're gonna love her. Isa is just dynamic. Tasneem, coordinator for Chirti. We will be having our mentoring session soon with Chirti. Lolita, can you hear us? If you still feel like giving feedback about your mentoring session with Arista, it would be brilliant. Arista is the mentor for Lolita, and Tamana, they're doing brilliant work. So just imagine in a few months, or less than a few months, all of your projects will be ready. And just think the explosion and the impact it's going to have. And at ConnectAID, we believe in action. Ava has shown us what action looked like today. Joshua has shown us what action looked like today. We have Ananya here that knows what action looked like, because we can only make an impact if we act. Posting a video, getting a certificate, being named at important events, it's not action. Action is if we're going out there, going into a supermarket and say, can I open a book bank for kids that do not have books? That's action. And raising awareness is one of the best ways of taking action. Because sometimes we're in a situation where we're so comfortable with our lives, and just Ava standing on a field, or Mr. Tim speaking to someone online, raises awareness. So let's be conscious of our actions. Ask for help if you don't have help. Ms. Daniela and Purvi is running a beautiful program. I've seen them in the mentoring groups, giving students EdTech tools to complete their projects. Unfortunately for today, most of our mentees are already, they're starting their holidays, and it's going to be the same for July. So I think we'll skip July for a meeting, but we'll be back in August, and we will inform you what's happening. I think there's going to be a few changes, but we will inform you about what is happening. And I didn't share Jake's project this morning. When we shared the timetable at the beginning of our program, we've got another youth voice on here. His name is Jake Gurin. And what he has made me realize is the power of collaboration. He's not only connected to ConnectAID, but to many other organizations. But so is Ananya. So is Ava. So when we speak about solidarity, it's about uniting. And I want you to focus on that. I want you to focus on which partnerships can you generate that will make you a stronger youth voice for ConnectAID, right? Shifana, you raised your hand. Thanks for that. Over to you.
Hi, first of all, I'd just like to say I'm sorry for not switching on my video. I'm just on data, so I really can't do that. But I'd just like to say that what everyone's doing is like such great work, and this is sort of my first meeting because up until now I had my final exams of 12. So right now I'm pretty free to work on, like, give my complete attention to ConnectAID, but like you said, I did not get my mentor, and this is like literally my first meeting to this, so I just like to ask for a little intel on that, if it's possible.
Okay, sure. Shifana, you know, we've been like trying to connect with you. So we have a mentor lined up, and now that you're here, you're going to be connected. You'll get a date. You can actually, the question, let me tell you how it works. Initially, we have meeting 1, where I will be there, and you can ask Mr. U and Pervi and Tim. I stay for about 5 to 6 minutes. I go through the protocol. We also have regulations about how our mentors interact and who can be in the meeting and not in the meeting and all of that. And we will be releasing that new document soon about safety and internet safety and all those protocols. And then when you're connected to your mentor, and you will also have a peer, you will have a buddy, right? You work with. Your buddy has been assigned already. So I am very thankful for you being here. You will get the date of your first meeting very soon. And the link, you connect. I know you already have so many ideas in your head, swirling in your head. Actually, Miss Abhilasha is your mentor. You know Miss Abhilasha?
Yeah, she is in real life my mentor.
Yeah, she is your mentor, and we have a peer buddy for you. There's been some changes with our youth voices, not major, like for instance, the Turkish girl, Suada, I can't say her name properly, but I'm trying. So she has just, actually before her we had Liva, but Liva relocated. So now we have Sauda, you are with Miss Abhilasha, and you are with Kirti, a girl called Kirti, and she's from India, and her coordinator is here. Tasneem, are you still here? And we have deliberately coupled you up because you are a bit older. So you, oh yes, and oh, Kirti is here. Shivana, this is your buddy. Okay,
Yes,
welcome.
Today we have school. This is Saturday and we have many of the activities and academics going on, ma'am. So I'm there with my mom, ma'am. And I'm very happy to hear your voice and also be with you, ma'am. We are all need to be united, ma'am. I'm very eager to learn more things from you and all our coordinators, mentors, everyone, ma'am. Unity is the power we can tell, ma'am. The two sustainable development goals is a very important one because it is a 17 interlinked important goals. So they can achieve a better and sustainable future for all, and also every human beings can ensure their potential in dignity and equality and in their natural environment, ma'am. Not only we have particularly 5 or 10 goals, all 17 SDG goals is very important for everybody and mainly for future generation, ma'am. If we take care of ourselves, then what's about left for future?
Thank you, Kirti. Always a delight to have you. Your passion, you are so passionate, and that gives you the confidence because you believe in what you're doing. Right. Thank you. So, Sifana, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, all right, thank you. So we will hook you up. You'll be in a mentoring group with Chirti and Miss Abhilasha and myself, and we will get the ball rolling. Brilliant. I am excited about what's happening here, and I think anybody else would anybody else like to say something before we close our session? Anybody? Nabahat, Tim, Mr. U? Okay, there's 2 participants that raised their hands. Okay, let's see. Lilita, sorry, Lilita, over to you.
Hi, I would just love to greet everyone, and I hope that everyone is doing well. I would just love to speak a bit about my mentor and my peer partner. I'm very inspired and touched by their enthusiasm, especially my mentor. She's super encouraging because I realized that what she does is she really listens to us and then she gives us feedback based on what we want to achieve. So it's almost like in your brain, you have this idea and then she helps you take steps and have some sort of action. And we were speaking about our first projects to kind of launch us. And what she did that I really loved, she listened to what your passions were, and then she wanted us to interlink those. Because I know my peer partner, she loves writing. And so she said, how about you write something? And I love art. She said, how about you do something that would link to your art? So it doesn't feel like it's extra work or whatever. It feels like something that you would do, just that it is for your betterment. I love the fact that she listens and that she encourages us always. She's super open. She gave us her email account, her WhatsApp. She's like, guys, any problems, hit me up. And then she's very understanding because we have exams and these schedules and whatever that would be happening, she would always take that into account before making any decisions. So big ups to her. And thank you so much to ConnectAID for allowing me this great individual that is always there and is so supportive. I just wanted to say thank you so much and that everyone have an incredible weekend.
Thank you, Lolita. I'm so thankful for what you've said, and that's why I kept saying, Lolita, you have to say something. You have to say something. Tamana cannot be here because of connection problems. Together, we can do this. Together, we can do this. What I like about the mentoring programs, we get down to business and things get done. I cannot wait for that July. July, we're going to skip August session because these projects that's going to come out of this, it's going to be amazing. It's going to just be amazing. So thank you, Lilita. Anyone else? Okay, over to you, Tim. Let's close it up.
Yeah, great. That was a really good way of closing it, I think, with Lilita there, just showing just the power of the mentorship program and the way in which we think about going from point A to point B. There's many ways that we can do that, but to try to achieve that journey, we want to do it. We want to do it together. We want to be able to support you. So, Lilita, that was really, really well said, and I can see how well it's happening in various different ways. I was quite interested to find out who the mentor was of Lilita. Who is that, Jasmine? Because
Lilita, over to you. This is your game. Over to you. Who's your mentor? Announce. She's unmuting. Lilita, what's your okay.
Hi, my mentor is Ari and my peer partner is Tamana.
Thanks so much for that. And what we'd like to do as ConnectAID is get those mentors together, and we'll learn from the likes of Ari, Purvi, Danielle, all the mentors. We are also learning as well, but we're having so much fun working with you. And I think that's what we want to try and do. Keep it fun, keep it lively, and ultimately, like we've said before, make it impactful. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm really looking forward to Youth Voices 4 whenever it happens. But I think it's really important that we do have a break. I know that ConnectAID needs a break. They need to wind down this summer. But keep active, stay active. let's stay communicating on the platform. Keep getting onto the network, onto ConnectAID's network, and we've got a space there to share and support and encourage one another. So let's keep doing that.
Brilliant, brilliant. Thank you so much. Faiz is staying. I am gonna ask somebody to stay with Faiz because I actually have to go to the hospital now. With Faiz and Susan, because the other partner is not here, his peer buddy, but unfortunately I cannot stay on. Thank you. Go have a good weekend. Go have a good summer break wherever you are. It's just amazing. You're the highlight. This is about who? Who can tell me this is about? This is, you can unmute, you can shout it out. This is about who? It's about you. So you should have said us. This is about? Yeah, it's about you. Thank you so much. Thank you.